People have been cussing at us, complaining that we didn't do that other episode that we promised we would do. So today,
No, they're
it's
not.
happening.
They haven't. He's joking.
How do you know? Have you received messages?
Yeah, I see the emails.
Okay, okay, I guess.
He's joking, but I'm sure the men in their mind are like, "You promised this episode, so where is it?"
Yeah, that's exactly what they've been saying.
Yeah, without the cussing, probably, yeah.
So we're doing that episode today. So this is the 11 things that, what is it titled? It's been a while ago. Hold on.
Isn't it 11 things the husbands want their wives to know?
Yeah, that's right.
Survey answers.
Yeah.
Top survey answers. We did the women's 2 weeks ago, so couple Tuesdays ago, and so today is all about the guys.
So don't,
All about the guys. Marriage takes two, so it's today is about the guys. Like they have needs too and wants.
yeah, we always have to do one for both spouses. Or we get
Absolutely.
tons of hate mail. So
Yeah.
here we are. Do we dive into it?
Let's dive in.
Okay.
Okay, we're diving in. A husband wants to be respected. Duh.
What do you mean, duh?
Duh. I mean, like, obviously that's like common sense, but I think that respect looks different to every man, like what kind of respect they want. But also, I'm just going to add in there before I destroy what I just said. This goes both ways. Obviously, all these things go both ways. And respect is also kind of earned. I know that's a whole other topic to have, but if you want respect, you have to also be respectable.
So quite a while ago, we did a poll, and this was a couple years ago, but we asked the men, would you rather be respected or loved? What do you think the answer was?
I think that's silly to say more respected than
That, but
loved.
that's
That's
what,
crazy to
but
me.
that's what the
But
men,
why? But why?
because I think respected, you can you can still be respected and still have love, I think. Like I think
No,
if
because I can respect people and absolutely not love them.
okay, but if you got married to me, and you respected me, most likely you're gonna love me. But if you don't respect me, I mean, how do
See,
you?
see, see, and I know that I'm a woman, and all the men are like, no, he's right. It's fine.
Oh, totally right.
But I feel like you can respect somebody and not love them. But I feel if you truly love someone, you already respect them.
I don't know. I
You
don't
don't
know.
believe
I
that?
You can love someone and not respect them.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
I love.
I can't imagine anyone that I love that I'm like, I don't respect them though. Like I
Oh,
love you, but I don't respect you. Like I can't imagine those going hand in hand.
yeah, or I don't respect the decisions you're making, or I don't respect the things you've done.
Well, I can love you. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, you were gonna get me there.
Yes. Yeah.
But I respect the things that you do. Like I guess I just haven't done that, so I don't understand it.
Maybe we don't. Maybe you don't understand the psychology behind
Maybe
it,
because I'm a
but
woman.
yeah, because you're a woman. But from a man.
Man be like, I would rather my wife respect me than love me. That's crazy to me. Like that's almost like harsh. Like I would rather
I,
you show respect to me than show
but
love to me. Like
okay,
that's crazy to me.
but you're acting like respect is like um how do I say how do I say this? Yeah, like
I think we need.
demanding respect. Okay, I can't speak for every guy and the reason why, but our poll said that more guys would rather be respected than loved, and many therapists have said that as well.
I just wish
It's a
that we
guy
would.
thing.
I wish that we would have taken that survey and before we did this podcast,
It's
dove into that topic even deeper to find out why. Like why would you a man choose that?
I would rather you respect me than love me.
Explain yourself.
Well, because I feel like if you do respect me, then you probably do love me. If you were to say, I don't respect you, but I love you, that would make no sense to me. I'd be like, yeah, I don't know how you can say that I don't respect you, but I love you. So I think,
Everyone chimes in on the email on this one. Amy at ultimateintimacy.com. Nick will get the emails. I might see them if you ask for me. I think this is a good one, just like the fork conversation. I think you should chime in on this one.
I don't make the rules. We just take the polls.
It's just a survey. So I think maybe we need, if you could send us in enough answers or discussions on this topic, then we could like read those on a whole nother episode about this.
Yeah.
Because I'm a
Like
woman, I'm just not understanding it. But I guess when I hear he wants to be respected, I think of like this masculine power of like, you need to respect me kind of thing. Whereas in my mind, I'm just like, why would you not want me to like truly love you? Like respect naturally comes when you truly love somebody. So why would you,
I mean,
why, that just sounds weird to
we're
me.
not, yeah. Um,
Anyways, should I move on?
yeah,
Okay.
I can't explain it. I'm
Okay.
just stating the facts. I'm just stating as we as men, that's how we feel,
Well,
even though I can't like dissect every reason why. Like if you were to say I really respect you as a man, I would feel like you would love me as well too, because you obviously chose to marry me. If
but
you
so many people say they fall out of love after 10, 25,
Sure.
whatever years of marriage, but they still want to be respected.
Yeah,
Like I
or
would think a man would be like, if you love me, you're going to want to be intimate with me. You're going to want to be romantic with me. You're going to be fun and playful. If you just respect me, that stuff could go. Because I could, like, people could get divorced and still, I respect him as a person, but I'm not in love with him anymore. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
So that's where I'm kind of coming from. Like, I don't understand that. But, anyways, I'm sure we'll
Or you
get
could just have
people
both.
chime in.
I mean, I guess you could just have both, right? Love and respect.
Love
That'd
and
be
respect
great.
go hand in hand. Okay. Number two is he carries pressures too, but he doesn't always talk about.
Yeah, we as men are taught to kind of hold in our feelings and just deal with it, right? Like, and Amy and I have talked about this actually a lot as well too. Amy's like, I don't want to hear, and I'm not saying she says this, but we've talked about this, and you've mentioned that like women don't want to hear like their husbands what they're struggling with and going through and things like
Who
that.
said that?
Yeah, we've talked about that. You were saying how
Like
like we don't,
constantly.
yeah, like you don't want to have to carry our burdens as well,
We're
right?
caring enough. We don't want to hear about like.
Correct.
I'm not saying we didn't want to hear about it. It's just like there are some things that a woman like hopes that her husband will just handle. And
Exactly.
men
Yeah.
expect the same from us. So it's not like you should do that because you're a man. I think just in marriage, there's certain things that like
I
you handle that. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not saying every relationship, so don't kill me here, but I think it's women tend to open up and express their feelings a lot more than men do, right? So
Agreed.
men are listening to the things that happen that day to their wife or what their wife's frustrated about or things like that. And I think men generally are just like, I don't want to pile more onto my wife and give her more to be frustrated about or upset about or maybe
Maybe
stressed
solutions.
out about. Yeah, I don't want to pile any more. I'm just going to hold these things in. And I think a lot of men feel that way. So, but we do feel,
This is one of the, so this is number two. So what do men want in this situation? That's what we're talking about. What does a man want from his wife in this situation? He
just,
wants
I
her to
think,
know that he cares about her, or he just wants her to like, because it's
just be
hard to be
aware.
aware or grateful if you don't talk about it.
Yeah, I think men just want their wives to be aware that hey, we also carry like the loads and burdens and things that stress us out. Like I think often women think, oh, my husband doesn't, have a worry in the world. His life's so easy. No, we carry stresses and um, heavy loads and things as well. We just maybe don't vocalize them in general as much. We just kind of keep things in.
Okay, so, but I think that takes a good discussion. If you want your wife to understand what you're going through, you kind of, and to have the mental load conversation in your marriage, it kind of has to come from both sides. Like, hey,
Mhm.
like I carry a load too. Let's talk about this, right?
Yeah,
And
I'm
probably,
just saying.
I bet the men in this one are more saying like, I'd like to be appreciated.
Yeah. And I'm just saying too, like I think most women would say, yeah, I don't want to know everything my husband's dealing with, right? Like
Like work stuff, probably not.
not
Yeah.
because they don't love him, but they just truly like feel like they have enough on their plate and they don't want to be overburdened by a bunch of other, things to have to worry about and think about. And we as men recognize that, and so we're like, you know what? I'm just gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna burden her with it. I'll just deal with it. And,
Mhm.
I'm not saying that that's always the right thing to do because in our marriage, I kind of took on that and did that and it caused some problems, right? Like I made some decisions and did some things because I didn't want to burden Amy. And it turned out to be obviously not
20,000 times more the burden.
yeah, I mean, obviously, so I'm just saying again, hopefully women can recognize that we as men also carry burdens and stresses and pressures and things like that. We just don't express them as much.
Okay, so someone said us men silently carry the weight of providing, protecting, succeeding, not just failing their family. Just because we don't always verbalize these pressures doesn't mean that they aren't carried. So, yeah, yeah. A lot of guys actually say that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, top answer. Number three, he needs encouragement more than criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I think wives can be really good at criticizing. I criticized Nick's bench. That was rude. Sorry.
Well, you criticized it, and then it turned out to be a better product because of your criticism. That's true.
Joking about it, we had like tons of family in town, like tons of family in town this weekend,
Your
and
bench sucked. It was
I did
ugly.
not
It
say
was butt
that.
ugly.
I
It was
did
the
not
ugliest thing I've ever
say.
seen.
I was just, we were laughing about it because it was like every time he says, I'm gonna take on this project, I'm like, oh, oh dear. Oh dear.
That's true.
This is
That's
gonna be
true.
a problem. I don't want to be the criticizer, so I'd rather just not take on a project.
No, I think it doesn't mean a wife can't ever be critical, but I think if a wife can pay more like compliments and uplifting things versus always just being critical, that's what we hear. That's kind of what we see. I mean, we have family members, people we know, friends, where the wife is just constantly on the husband, and you're like, I've
Mhm.
never heard her say a good thing about him, right?
Right.
Like, so just be aware that, husbands just, even if it's just something simple as like, hey, I appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much. You're such a hard worker. You're such a great dad. You're such a great husband. You're such a great bench maker.
You're such a great
Um,
bench maker. Oh.
you're amazing with the woodworks,
I don't
which
know about that. I'd
I,
be lying.
yeah, no, that'd be lying. And I would know that, okay, she's totally lying in there.
Just trying to be honest. We're honest in our marriage, but it turned out. It turned out. Um, I was gonna say an analogy. If you picture like a sports game and you've got like your team and you've got your cheerleaders and they're like cheering and they're like hyping and they're like positive and they're like go team. Can you imagine if you wiped the cheerleaders out and put people there that were like, you
Miss
suck so
it.
bad, miss the ball, like
You're
whatever.
the worst ever.
Like
That's a good
like our
analogy.
like think about it, like you hype up the team and they play better, right? I think that's what we need to look marriage at like. Like, are you your husband's cheerleader? Are you on the sidelines just like pulling him down, making him
That's a great analogy because, I'm speaking for myself. If the cheerleaders were saying those things, I'd throw them the California wave and just,
you just get one cheerleader, it's
yeah.
me. But please don't, yeah,
Oh, I've
give me
never,
the
I won't
California
get
wave.
you won't get the California wave.
But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just
No, that's a great
it's
analogy.
hard
It
because it
is.
is easy for women. And some men, this can go both ways. We get that.
Yeah.
This can go both ways. It is some easy for some spouses to just be more negative or whiny or complaining. We hear a lot about nagging. Do you know what I mean? And so obviously it just takes good communication so the nagging stops, the complaining stops. Like this is where, mature, loving conversations come in marriage. Like there won't be nagging if you would listen, or, if I have to tell you 50 times, like those kind of things go both together, both
Five
ways.
positives for every negative.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Number 4, he doesn't always know how to express his emotions. Nick's good at this, but maybe other men are not.
Good at expressing my emotions.
You're really good at expressing your emotions. Like A plus plus. Teach the men.
It's the man. I don't know. I think everyone, as everyone has different
What?
personalities. One of the things is we've learned this as well too. I don't think early on in our marriage I was great at it. I think it's a skill that I had to learn and become better at.
But this is advice for the wives from the husbands. So if husbands are feeling like I don't know how to express my emotions to my wife, like I was taught not to, like what's a good tip for them?
What's a good tip?
Yeah, learn how.
Yeah, just learn how. Learn how. I don't know
It's just
because
a hard balance though, because it's like you said, like we don't want to hear all your problems and whine to us, and you're a man, you suck it up,
okay,
right? But at the same time, like we want you to be
I
vulnerable.
think I
So,
think naturally too, like women are very detailed, right? And
mhm.
men, we kind of read the tile, right? So I think naturally and this is what we hear a lot of is that women are like, I wish my husband would talk to me more and have more emotional intimacy, right? Like
Mhm.
this isn't like a just once in a while thing, a one-off thing. Like this is pretty general. I think we as men are, less detail oriented and women are more detail oriented. So, I don't know, that's just constant thing that couples have to work on
Well,
and
I
be aware
realized
of.
I just said give the guys a tip, and I'm like, this is for the wives. So we're giving the wives tips. So I would say to the wives, if your husband feels like he can't open up to his emotions to you, I think you need to ask him to. I think you need to be patient. I think you need to be caring and loving. Like men are just as emotional as women. They just kind of hold it in more. So maybe not like that kind of emotional, but like they have feelings and stresses and all the things that we feel. So
Yeah, for sure.
maybe as a wife, you can do a better job at being like, "How was your day? No, really tell me about your day. Like what's going on in your day? What's stressing you out? Like was work good? Like
And how many
what's
wi
hard for you? Tell me."
how many wives do you think really do that?
Probably not very many
Yeah.
because our one video that got like 10 million views was a husband just wants his wife to come greet him at the door when he gets home from work and give him a big hug and act like she cares. Not act like she cares, but to care, right?
Or even
And
act like she
or
cares.
act like she cares. But no, but seriously, like if you were to like give me a hug, hey, I'm so glad you're home. How was work today? I can't do this because Nick doesn't leave. But the average wife, and it goes both ways. I know that a lot of women are working. It goes both ways, but no matter what, a husband should feel loved when he walks in the door. So, hey, how was your day? I'd love to hear about your. Maybe when the kids are in bed or things calm down at your house, you're like, tell me all about your day. Ask him questions. Like, that's a really good tip.
Yeah,
To
I
like,
think a
you want
husband
him to be
would.
vulnerable, ask him questions.
I think that's a great point because you can't expect as a wife to, why won't my husband open up, but you never ask him any questions?
Or, like, seriously, for a man, like, if he really knows that you care about his day, even if it's a Saturday and he goes and plays golf for 4 hours, how was your golf game? Which hole did you birdie? Those kind of questions. Tell me about hole 17 if you know the golf course. Like,
Hmm.
we have lots of golf conversations when he used to play all the time. Nowadays, it's we just have deep conversations about everything. But I'm like, I have to ask. We ask each other a lot of questions, and that's what that really helps.
That's the
So
key. Yeah.
that's the key. Next one is sex is more than just physical for him. Like that was like 99% of the comments on the poll. Obviously, we talk about this all the time. I don't think we need to dive into this because this is like every episode we talk about, but you can just expand on that.
Well, going back to the emotional side of things, if a wife's more willing to be intimate, the husband's probably going to open up more emotionally and be like, "Oh, my wife loves me. Yeah, now I actually want to talk to her because I feel like she cares about me."
Mhm.
I mean, you can't as a woman just starve your husband and then expect him to feel close to you like that you actually care about him, right? I mean, actions speak louder than words. And so that's just how men feel emotionally connected to their wives is through that. And
Most
so
men.
most men, yeah.
Most men. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Which leads to
Like
number.
if it, like
Oh, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, like if for like 2 weeks, whatever, you just denied me, had no interest in me, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I want to have good conversations with you, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Like you don't even care about me. Like
Hmm. I don't know. I haven't
so,
ever had that happen, but
yeah, yeah, we shouldn't try. I mean, we shouldn't try that. But I
it
was
needs to
just
be both
saying,
ways.
yeah, exactly. Like that's how most men feel loved.
Okay, which leads us to number six, which he wants to feel desired. I mean, there's the other part of the 99% of these poll answers was I just want to feel desired in my marriage. I just want to feel wanted in my marriage. That doesn't always mean sexual, ladies.
Right,
We're not just saying go have sex with him
right.
because he wants to feel desired. We're talking about emotionally, flirting, wanting to spend time with him, like just having that marriage that you like think of the best year of your marriage or month of your marriage ever. Maybe it was at the beginning, maybe it was in the middle, whatever that looked like. What was happening in your marriage? What were you doing together? What kind of conversations were you having? What made it so great?
Well,
He wants that back. That's what he wants back.
and I bet you anything both of you would have said, yeah, I feel like my spouse desires me on
Yeah.
both ways,
Mhm.
right?
In lots of different areas
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
Because men are like, it's not just all about sex. It's like, I just want her to want me, like in lots of different ways.
Yeah,
So
just choose
I
me.
think a
Yeah.
lot of the answers that we get are, I just want to feel chosen again. I want to feel prioritized again. I want her to want to be with me intimately and just be with me, like in general. Like I
Yeah,
feel like she puts the kids and the dogs and her friends and everything above our marriage. And I think that's what most men in this survey were trying to express. Is I
yeah,
just want to feel chosen, really.
exactly.
Seven is let's see, believing in him matters a ton. I think a lot of husbands were expressing that their wife, I don't know, just not really
They want whatever a husband's doing, whether it's work or just different things, he wants to feel like his wife believes in him,
cheerleading
right?
once again. He is
Yeah, like
cheerleading.
just like, oh, she supports me in this. She believes in me. I mean, we've said this before. It doesn't mean that you have to agree, right? Like you may feel like I don't know if this is the right direction, but you know what? I totally support you. Amy and I have talked about this all the time. Like if Amy came to me with an idea or something, she's never done this, by the way. Every idea she's ever had has turned to gold. But if she came to me with an idea and I thought, you know what, I don't know if that's going to work. If it was important to her, I would 100% support her and say, I'm your biggest cheerleader. Even if I don't know if it's going to work, I'm going to support her and be her biggest cheerleader because it's important to her. And I think we as men just want to know, like, at the end of the day, like, we're going to be supported. You know, we're going to
Right.
be, you're going to be our biggest fan.
Right. No, I love that. Next one is romance is just as important as friendship. A lot of husbands expressed that in lots of different ways. I'm not going to read all the answers, but they want romance too. We did an entire podcast episode about men want romance too and what this looked like. It was a ways back, but why?
Yeah, and Amy and I have these discussions before. Like, we as men, we want to have a friendship, but we also want to have a lover, right? Like, we
Hmm.
don't. The best friendship in the world is great, but unless we have a lover too, like that's what men want.
That's why you got
That's
married.
why we got married is to have a lover. Yeah, I want to have a great friend too, but that alone is not going to make a man happy. No matter how good of a friend you are, they want to have a lover as well too.
Yep.
So I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. And
Yep. Number nine is he notices more than he says.
oh yeah, depends on the subject. If you're talking around the house or something, sometimes I don't notice as much as I probably should, but no.
Is this,
Um,
I don't want to give tip to the men because this isn't tips for the men, but men, if you notice, say something. Say something to her, you know?
yeah, I mean, we probably do notice more than
I'm going to turn this one around. I'm going to say he does more than she notices. And
I like.
I bet this goes both ways. I'm not taking sides here. I bet both of you do more than your spouse, or you feel like your spouse notices. And this comes down to appreciation, thanking. Nick was really good. I fed like 80 people on Sunday. We had this huge thing at our house. And after he's like, today was perfect. You did such a good job. That's all I needed to hear. Like that was just easy to say, and that was nice, and that meant a lot. So it doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It just takes a, hey, I noticed what you did today. And this podcast is advice for wives, but I bet if you started doing a little bit better, and I mean myself included, just saying, hey, I noticed what you did today. Thank you for doing that one thing.
It
Just
is.
once a week or once a day, start once a week, but once a week, even if you're not good at it, can change your marriage.
Yeah, we've always talked about this so many times. It's amazing just what a little bit of appreciation or actually noticing and
Noticing.
saying thank
Mhm.
you. It's amazing how much that can do.
Yep, it can. We can all be better at that. This one kind of goes with what we are talking about. Just peace at home, feeling well, like just excited that he's home, peace at home, not contention all the time, the nagging. We kind of talked about that, but so many husbands expressed to us that just like, I just want my to be able to walk into my house
Have a
and
safe place, a
have a
peaceful
safe place,
place.
peaceful, where my wife is excited to see me, where there's not a whole bunch of contention. And it's, I think a lot of husbands have expressed to us that like the minute I walk in, it's like, blah, 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 blah. Mad that he's 10 minutes late, mad that he didn't do this. You are sitting on your, like, just, I don't
You
know,
need to,
lots of different
yeah,
nagging.
you need to do this. Yeah, it's more.
Honeydew list, like the minute he walks in, just give him a little bit of peace. I think that a lot of husbands would love to just be like, can I, if you have a hardworking job, which a lot of men do, let me put my feet up for 20 minutes.
Yeah, give me 20 minutes
Just
just
give me
to
20 minutes
clear
and
my
I'll
head.
totally like help out and start doing whatever I need to do. And I know this goes both ways. Once again, it's hard to say these things because wives are like, I work too. I get it. I totally get it.
And that's why it's so important to have that communication because if a husband did that mentally in his head, he's like, man, I just need 20 minutes. And maybe he doesn't say that to his wife and he comes home, puts his feet up, and
She's
what's
gonna
she
be
thinking?
right.
Yeah, she's thinking, oh my heck, he's so lazy. He's not even noticing
Does
all
he
the
notice
things
I've
that
been
need to
going
get done. And,
nonstop? Yeah.
if couples can just talk and communicate better, I think so many things can be resolved, especially within the home, right? Just
And
having that
yeah.
peace and harmony.
And I understand that the women need that too. You need to be able to put up your feet too. So this is where discussions come in. Hey, we both work today. Why don't you take 20 minutes? I'll take the kids, take dinner, whatever. As soon, you know, in a half hour after this, then I get to put my feet up. You take on, you can clean up. Like this is where teamwork comes in, and that takes a lot of practice. This has been something we'd worked on really hard in our marriage because I've been a stay-at-home mom. And when my baby, if my four kids, my baby was four, I opened an online business. I was still being the full-time mom. Like I mean, we have been through it. We've had lots of different situations, and there's still days where I'm like, I'm doing just as much. Like, I want to put my feet up too. Just you just got to have the conversations. I don't feel like they need to turn into fights if you learn how to communicate about it right. Last one is no husband has it figured out. Most are learning as they go. A lot of husbands expressed that, hey, I'm still like getting better and better too. Marriage is
I'm
still
trying.
new to me. I'm still trying my
Trying to
hardest
figure
too.
things out,
Like,
right?
have some grace.
Yeah, we talked about
Have
that a
some
lot
grace.
too. Have some grace with each other. You're still trying to figure things out. You're not going to be perfect. The point is that you're trying, right? You're
Mhm.
going to continue to fail and fall short in so many different ways. Both spouses are, but just have some grace with each other and just like you said, I think, yeah, husbands. I feel like, and I've said this before, I feel like husbands are pretty easy generally to make happy. I really do. I mean, you're all,
Some not, but
well, yeah,
yeah.
obviously that's not going to be across the board. I mean, we understand there's some husbands out there that that's not the case, but I think generally most husbands, they just want to feel loved, appreciated, and desired, and they're going to be the happiest guy in the
Mhm.
world.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much. So,
It's been interesting, like as our kids are dating, getting into more serious relationships. Now we have three that are, you know, having
woo!
relationships, and we're having to have like they start getting nitpicky about certain things. I'm like, dude, you're not perfect either. Like, have some grace.
Yeah,
There's not the perfect person out there. Like when you decide to get married, there's going to be a lot of like
give and take.
give and take. Like things are going to bug you, things are going to bug them about you. Like there has to be some patience and grace there.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
that's something you have to just kind of, okay, no one's perfect.
Yeah, so I really like that list. I'm glad that the husbands shared those things. And I think I would say they're pretty spot on, right? I
You know,
mean,
your men.
that's true. They are pretty spot on, I would say. Yeah, but
From what I hear, it seems like that's
well,
good to convey.
I mean, we have the obviously the opportunity to hear from thousands and thousands of people and husbands and wives, and we hear the same thing over and over again. So we have a really good general idea of what people are really struggling with, and that's why we love doing the polls as well too, is to understand, what are people out there struggling with, both husbands and wives. And so we appreciate all your input on this poll as well too.
Yeah, so if you want to dive in on number one about respect, you can email us. If you need some amazing products that sponsor this podcast, go to shop.ultimateintimacy.com. We have stuff for inside and outside the bedroom to strengthen all areas of intimacy. Whatever you need. If there's not something you need, let us know. We'll probably figure it out. We ship fast.
That's
We
right.
ship fast.
Yeah, we appreciate all of your support. If you have anything or any suggestions for a podcast episode as well, too, we get a lot of you writing and saying, you should talk about this. And we're like, oh, it's a great idea. And if we don't have experiences in that, we'll get a guest on that certainly does. So we appreciate all of you listening to the podcast. And until next time.